Exploration in video games can always be hit or miss. When it's a hit, you feel like you've discovered a new world, dug up secrets, met new and interesting characters, and cultivated a genuinely magnificent feeling as a stranger in a strange land. When it's done poorly, it can feel like you're simply checking off boxes on a grocery list as you run from point A to point B. So, for you explorers, let's look at some games that genuinely capture that magnificent feeling of exploring a new and unfamiliar place. And I'll be avoiding some of the more obvious answers. Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, No Man's Sky, Elden Ring, and Baldur's Gate 3 are great for exploration, but we all already know that. And as for Xenoblade X, well, that game deserved a whole video on its own, so consider checking that out if you're interested. We're going to start with one of the gold standards in game exploration, Subnautica. Subnautica begins with you crash landing on an ocean planet as you struggle to survive and find a way to escape. The game captures a true survivor's aesthetic, with you establishing your own base early on and slowly exploring an increasingly widening circle around your home. Everything in this title hinges on exploration, with you needing to find equipment and materials to further your escape from the planet. With each leap forward in your ability to survive, you discover another crumb of explanation as to how you got into your current predicament. Each biome you explore functions differently and is filled with its own fantastical sights. You'll often lose track of time and have to go measure if pushing to make one more discovery is worth it, or if you just cut your losses, go back to base, and try again next time. If the majesty and horrors of the ocean interest you, then give this game a shot. Next up, we have Skies of Arcadia. One of the games that tops the I desperately need a remake or sequel list, Skies of Arcadia has you exploring the world as Vice, a young air pirate, as he and his friends attempt to stop the Valuan Empire from unleashing ancient weapons that could destroy the world. Vice's team explores a world marked by floating islands, filled with discoveries that aren't just related to landmarks. From equipment for your fully customizable airship to new crewmates to operate it, Skies of Arcadia offers a wealth of rewards off the beaten path and is highly impressive for a Dreamcast game from the year 2000. If you've ever wondered what may live below the sea of clouds in a world of floating islands, Skies of Arcadia does answer that for you and more, creating an experience that few games have been able to capture since. If you get your hands on this gem for the Dreamcast or GameCube, consider yourself lucky. Then you can continue to beg for a remake or sequel like the rest of us. Dragon's Dogma 2. Many will scoff at this game and say it's simply the tech demo that made the incredible Monster Hunter Wilds possible. But for all of its jankiness, Dragon's Dogma 2 does have secrets stashed away in every nook and cranny. As the Arisen, it's up to you and your otherworldly warriors, the Pawns, to go on a journey to stop an ancient draconic evil. What makes Dragon's Dogma 2 so special are the actual secrets it has tucked away. While the traversal mechanics will be familiar to anyone who's played a recent Zelda title, hidden dungeons, quest lines, and boss fights are scrolled away in some of the most surprising corners of the world. And they aren't simply marked on the map for you. You must explore the unlikeliest places to bring these secrets to the forefront, operating off of mere hearsay. And if you need to travel at night, good luck, because that's when the world is at its darkest and most dangerous. You'd better hope you have oil for your lantern. While the game admittedly has a few problems in its final act that change it from a nice exploration game to a mad race to the finish, Dragon's Dogma 2 has more than enough to offer for multiple playthroughs, making this game worth your time. Let's just hope those rumors of an upcoming DLC are true. Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. Made by Nihon Falcom, the creators of my beloved Trails RPG series, Ys is the series that went and put them on the map, and its titles are just as worth playing as any other RPG on the market. The one that most captures a feeling of exploration and wonder right out of the gate is the 8th entry, Lacrimosa of Dana. As in every entry, you play as adventurer Adol as he explores the world around him. In this entry, you are shipwrecked on a deserted island and must gather the survivors to find a way to escape. Ys 8 offers an island teeming with secrets to uncover, characters to save to expand your village and join you in combat, and an action combat system that is a true blast to play. Adding an extra layer to the exploration are segments where you play as Donna, and her actions directly impact the island Adol explores, altering the landscape, opening new paths, and uncovering new secrets. If you end up enjoying Ys 8, there are plenty of other games in the series for you to check out, with the most recent entries, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox and Ys 10 Nordics, being incredible. Ys 10 Nordics is actually getting an enhanced version soon called Ys 10 Proud Nordics, so maybe wait for that version if you intend to try it, and go ahead and give Ys 8 and Ys 9 a shot beforehand. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven. This recent remake came out to a bunch of fanfare, but it is still from a series that is a bit of a cult classic, so I feel it deserves mentioning. In this title, you play as the emperors and empresses of Avalon throughout multiple generations. Over these numerous generations, you explore the world, add its territory to your empire, and battle with the 7 heroes who begin attacking the continent after being corrupted by dark powers. The brilliant thing about this game is that it features multiple protagonists across generations, and its progression system is relatively non-linear. After the tutorial, you can choose which problems to solve and the order you solve them in as you go to different areas. As you unlock these new areas, your actions and the areas you choose to explore within them unlock new characters who can not only join your army, but can also become the next emperor in line, inheriting all of the skills from the previous one. Depending on how you explore the world and progress, you can even lock yourself out of specific classes and stories and entirely change who you face at the end of the game. This was the highest praised of the Saga titles, and the most deserving of a remake. If this game ends up being something you enjoy, it means there is a long and storied RPG series decades in the making for you to explore, and finding a title that can spark an interest like that is always a pleasant surprise. Well gang, I hope that in checking out this video, I was able to pique your interest in a few new games to try. Let me know if you've played any of these titles, if your favorite game is focused on exploration, and why. And also, let me know if you want me to do another video for games focusing on a different aspect, such as games where it's really fun to exploit the mechanics, games with legendary battle systems, or even characters that are your driving reason behind playing entire franchises. I love having a chance to talk about some of my favorite titles with you and exploring them. And if I've led someone to a new game series they now adore, well, I feel like I've done my job. This is Kawaii 50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you all in the next one.